I've spent almost 8 years in tech. I work with and mentor engineers at a Fortune 500 company, and I'm going to tell you something most career coaches won't. The people getting hired right now aren't the ones letting AI do their work. They're the ones using AI to do their work better. Today, I'm going to break down the exact 3-step workflow to build your resume, write a cover letter that doesn't get trashed, and prepare for the interview using the playbook that AI companies themselves published. So let's go ahead and get started. So right here, we're on Anthropic's website where they publish their actual hiring guidelines. Here are good examples of encouraged and not allowed usage. This is going to be applied to all organizations across the board. You want to use AI to better articulate your experience. So instead of saying something like, I led our team's migration to a new platform, sounds flat. It's not really saying anything. So what you could do is you could write, help me think of ways to quantify the impact of the platform migration that I led. And I'll show you an example today through our demo walkthrough. But you want to showcase real experience and real impact, something that they feel when they read your resume. You don't want to use AI to create experience. And as someone who's reviewed plenty of resumes, I can instantly tell if something's written purely with AI with no actual experience. The first thing we want to do is refine our resume. Rule number one for refining your resume and also your cover letter is do not have AI create fake experience for you. If they don't find out during the pre-screen, they're going to find out in the interview. We have someone named Jordan Mitchell, and he's going to apply for a cloud engineering role at Google. He works at AWS. We have our education, our certifications, and the issue here is all our experience is essentially, it's more task-based. These are things I've done, but again, there's no quantification to it. So let's fix that. So we upload our resume, and I'm actually going to grab a prompt, and I'm going to share this prompt with you all in the description below so you can just copy and paste it. In my case, I'm using Google as an example. So I'm going to say I want a cloud engineer role at Google. So identify the top 3 experiences from my background that most closely align with this role. The key thing is it's going to ask me clarifying questions to get more context about my results, like the largest migration size, the biggest cost savings, scale. And I'm going to go ahead and put some information just to show you what the before and after looks like. Let's actually look at side by side with my resume, the new one and the old one. This is just so much more powerful. So I spent 30 minutes just outputting my thoughts to answer the qualifying questions, and this is the resume I got. And I want you to ask you a serious question. Assume that you are hiring a candidate. Are you going to pick the resume on the left side or the right side? You tell me. You want to fine-tune your resume for every single role. Some roles require different sort of expertise. We're not making up experience. We're targeting real experience that we have toward the role that we want to apply to. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is going to be how to write a non-garbage cover letter. If I'm the hiring manager and this is the first sentence I see, I'm writing to express my enthusiastic interest in senior cloud architect at this data stream technology. I'm instantly cringing. The person either is using the same exact cover letter for multiple roles, or B, they use AI to write it. Regardless, I'm going to trash it. Because I'm going to use Claude for this. So I'm going to add my boring cover letter, and I'm going to also go ahead and grab my prompt that I have listed in the description below. All right, let's look at the difference here. So this is the old boring cover letter. So this generic opener gets shifted to just straight into it. Over the past 8 years, I've built my career around one core challenge, making cloud infrastructure work at scale. Pause this video, read the difference between these two, and tell me which one sounds more powerful, which one is a laundry list of services versus which one is showing real impact. So the rule with refining is you want to have a 70-30 split. So 70% of it should be your raw thoughts, while 30% should be the AI. This leaves a pretty good balance where the AI is not creating fake experience and it doesn't sound robotic. Again, the goal is to sound like you on your best day, not like a robot every single day. Step 3 is interview prep. If you apply to any technical role, whether it's a cloud architect, software developer, solutions engineer, even technical sales role, then this method is for you. So I'm going to grab the third prompt and I'm going to add it within the chat here. Again, prompt in the description. So here, what I did is I replaced role with cloud engineer. and I replace the company with Google. So based on the public information, it's going to grab the values, the technical stack, and give me a mix of 10 behavioral and technical questions. And one thing I recommend is also putting what level you're applying for. Here we'll do cloud engineer entry role. That way we could actually get a more fine-tuned specific technical questions for our role. So there you go. Tell me about a time you faced a significant challenge while working on a technical project. What was the challenge and what was the outcome? So you're going to go back and forth, which I strongly recommend, between the behavioral and the technical portions. Another slept on method is using voice mode. Give me another behavioral question.
Of course, here's another behavioral one. Tell me about a time when you had to work with a team to achieve a goal. What role did you play? How did you navigate any conflicts or differences of opinion? And what did you learn from that experience?
Thanks. Give me a technical question.
Absolutely. Here's a technical one. Can you explain how a virtual machine works in a cloud environment and how it differs from a container, like a Docker container?
Look, the leading tech companies aren't trying to catch you using AI. They're trying to catch the ones who know how to use it properly. There's a big difference between letting AI do the thinking for you versus letting AI help you think harder. One is going to get you hired, the other is going to get you rejected. I've used this framework with a lot of different engineers and it works. So go update your resume, start preparing for the interviews, and I'll see you on the other side. All the prompts from this video are in the description. Peace.